Okay, so Tania, you are a dreamer.
Yes.
And you have had DACA since the first time that it came out, which was back in 2012.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a few questions about your experience, and I just want you to be completely honest about the experience that you had while doing your DACA. So how did you prepare for DACA once you heard about it and you said, yes, I'm applying, I'm signing up for this?
So basically, during that time when it first came out, there was a lot of confusion between a lot of people. So basically, my thought was getting the basics, which was my passport, my birth certificate, and my basically my school record, and that's all I got. And when I went to the free clinic, I basically saw what were the rest of the requirements.
Okay, so you went to a free clinic, and who guided you at this free clinic?
So the person that was guiding us at this free clinic was only a person that was trying to help out the community. It was just a person in the community was trying to help out dreamers like myself to try to guide them to fill out the forms. There was no legal attorney. It was just a person that was trying to help.
Okay, so this person was not an attorney.
No.
They were just there to help out.
Yeah.
Now, what was the experience at this free clinic for you, for your parents? Because I know that it was back in 2012, so you were young, you weren't able to drive yet, you were just a kid.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the experience.
At the time, it was really scary, time consuming. There was a lot of people, chaotic. It was just a lot of people there. Basically, when we were there was only not just my family. It was several families, and sometimes one family had 3 children that wanted to apply.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you would go there, and I'm assuming that you went more than once, or was it just a one-time thing?
No, I went, basically, it took me and my family to mail out my application 3 months.
Wow, so it took you 3 months
3
to
months.
get your application out. Now, was this going once a month to this free clinic to...
No, it was going basically every time they would open to the clinic. I would go, and sometimes I would get there late, and I would get late means 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I will get out around 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my goodness, so you'd go for several hours.
Several hours, and it wasn't just my time that was being consumed. My parents would have to leave their job, and I would have to be waiting for them to come home, drive all the way where the clinic was at. It was just really time consuming, and it was really scary because we didn't know what we were gonna do. We were just getting information, and we're trying to fill out an application.
Wow. So 3 months of your parents having to take time off work,
Yes.
driving you over there to this clinic, spending hours there at a time. Now, a lot of people say, well, just do it on your own. Just follow the instructions for DACA. Are the instructions, were they that clear to you?
No, at that time I was still a child, basically, and my parents didn't speak any English. So basically, the instructions, even though there's instructions, they're really confusing. They're really confusing, and whenever you needed somebody to help you, you weren't get the help that you needed. You would have to wait in line to be able to get the help you needed, and basically you would have to wait from 30 to 45 minutes, and that's just basically if you had a question if you had a question on one of the questions they were asking for.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Now, would you say that this process, like how would you describe the entire process where you went somewhere to this free clinic where there was guidance, where there was supposed to be help? How would you define or describe the process?
It was really, really scary, and it was really like time consuming. I can never say enough. It was really time consuming and really chaotic to where a point where there was a lot of people in a room and there was not enough, like I said, personnel that would help.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, I want to know, once you were able to finally, 3 months pass and you mailed off this application, did you feel confident about your application?
I did not feel confident at all. There was no, like I said, no legal advice. So basically, I just mailed it off and put it in God's hands. After mailing it off, I didn't know what was gonna arrive. I didn't know there was gonna be an appointment. I didn't know nothing. I just basically sent it off, and I just hoped for the best.
So, did you know what was gonna happen after you mailed it?
No. I didn't know what was gonna go, what was gonna go next, or what steps were gonna go next. If there was anything that arrived, I didn't know like what to expect.
Wow. Now, did you or anybody that you know have issues after mailing your application?
Yes, there was somebody that I knew that basically that mailed off their application, and their application got basically rejected because they were not in the age group that they were accepting the applications.
Oh, wow. Now, is there something that you wish you'd known, that you know now, that you wish you'd known back then?
Yes. Basically, with the list of documents, now that I see them, I'm like, well, I didn't need all the documents that I sent off, and also they were giving false legal advice.
Oh, wow.
So basically, that was one of the most things that I would have liked to know, because they were giving false legal advice, and I kind of, my heart opened to that, and to thinking there was another way to basically get a legal status other than DACA. But now that I know, I'm like, well, you know, I shouldn't have that.
Now, when you say, what was the legal advice that they were giving you? Because they were non-attorneys. So first of all, they were giving legal advice that they should not have been giving. But what was it that they were telling you?
Basically, they were telling me that after having my DACA for 3 years, I could become a resident and ask for my parents, petition for my parents.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So this was information, got your hopes up, and it was, of course, not true.
Not true.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
So now, after we've talked about, or I've been talking about this DACA tutorial that we'll be coming out with on July 11th. So very shortly here. You've watched it. You've seen what we've got on this DACA tutorial that helps, explain to people from the beginning until they mail off their application, what could happen afterwards, what to do afterwards, all of these things that are in this tutorial. What can you say? Would you recommend this DACA tutorial to somebody who says, either I can't afford an attorney or I don't want to have an attorney do my case? What would you say? Would you recommend it?
I would strongly recommend it, first of all, because it saves you time, and you can watch it at your own time and whenever you have some free time. You can play it and pause it, and you can basically know everything that you need. You go step by step, form by form, and you basically tell the information that needs to be put in each box or each question. You basically explain what information needs to go there. And it also saves you a lot of trouble, basically time consuming, like I said. You don't have to do all kinds of stuff that you don't need to, because you're going to do it at your own time, at your own pace. And basically, whenever you mail it off, you show in the video what you need to expect, and if you get an RFE, or basically RFE means that you need more information, you basically explain it there what you're gonna have to do.
Okay.
So it guides you through the process, not just tells you, okay, you need to mail it off. No, it tells you what you need to expect in the days to come.
Right. And of course, the RFE, for those of you who don't know, is the request for more evidence that many people get in lots of cases, most of the cases these days with immigration. And so all of that information is in this DACA tutorial, which is going to be out on July 11th. Tania, thank you so much for just sharing your experience with us. And I did forget to ask you, do you allow me to put this on the internet, this interview on the internet?
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much.